Alipiev at 6'7" to jump center for LMU. And the bouncy Kessler Edwards at 6'8" for Pepperdine. Kobe Ross, a dynamic scorer and passer who gets to the line a ton. LMU did a good job against Ross in the first meeting.
Yeah, they did. And Coach talked about it in shoot around today. In the second half, they did not do such a great job because they bailed him out with fouls. So one of the emphasis for LMU is not to bail Kobe Ross out with fouls.
Kameron Edwards had a whip around and out. A good stop and no second opportunity for Pepperdine on the opening possession. LMU likes to run the offense through big man Eli Scott.
Eli Scott, he has the ball in his hands majority of the time. He's their go-to guy. You know, he's kind of a point forward, I'd like to say, because he has great size at that position.
Shot clock being inside of 10 is very, very normal for LMU.
Well, Pepe with the start today, made the most of it with the first basket.
Well, Pepe playing really good recently. The last 6 games, 8.5 points a game and 59% from the floor.
He's very talented. You know, and he gives LMU, he can stretch the defense because he's a really good shooter.
Ross to Edwards. That's what Ross does. He sets up the teammates. It's so big for the other team to guard Ross that everyone else gets open.
Yeah, and he's so unselfish. Although he scores 20 points a game, he's the second leading scorer in the conference. He's very, very unselfish young man.
Alipiev off the mark. This is not an LMU team that is particularly potent from outside the arc.
Yeah, you see on this pass right here, you see Edwards slashing to the rim. Ross finds him. Ross is going to garner a lot of attention, and he has to take advantage of that by making those types of passes.
That's the 163rd assist of the year for Ross. That leads the country.
That's big time right there. Back cut again for a pass. Now you see the mismatch.
Reach and follow his first.
Now you see with Pepperdine, they're looking to get to the rim. You know, you can see that must be an emphasis for them. Everything that they're doing right now is trying to get to the rim and taking LMU off the bounce or on back cuts.
Chavez, the transfer who led all of California in scoring at Santa Rosa Junior College last year.
That's a very, very nice pull-up for him.
He can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's talented, but you can see right here, you see the difference in styles of play. LMU wants to use that shot clock. They want to get down into the under 10 seconds before they really look to score. They're looking to shrink the game and slow the game down by using that shot clock. Pepperdine does not want to do that.
And that's a good move by Alipiev. Inside of 10 seconds, when they start that offense, what do they want to do?
Well, they just want to get the best shot that they can, you know. Majority of the time, they want to get that shot through Eli Scott.
Chavez got his man in the air, steps in from 17.
Aggressive rebound. The line Pepe.
Johansson.
Pepperdine's really worried about him being able to shoot the ball, his ability to knock down shots. They talked about it in their shoot around yesterday.
Cedric Altman no good, and the rebound cleared by LMU. One and done on every possession for both teams. That's what LMU is looking for.
Yeah, LMU, they're going to try to make this a defensive slugfest.
Shot clock inside the 10. The Pepe, and they've got something working in the post.
They do, and he's a big, strong, physical young man, and he's taking advantage of his size and strength right there. Got exactly what got the shot, the exact shot that he wanted right at the rim.
Ross rips off the Edwards screen, pitches back to Kessler Edwards. And he
his time and got the shot that he wanted, he knew that the defense was at a disadvantage at that point in transition.
Scott closing in on being the 15th player in LMU history with 1,000 points and 500 rebounds as Ross knocks home his first bucket of the game.
Now Coach Dunlap, he's not going to be happy with that because they should have switched that screen, that side ball screen. He got a wide open look because there was a miscommunication on that screen.
Once again, the shot clock dwindles. Eli Scott bouncing side, wide open layup. PEPP, but Eli Scott set him up.
We talked about it. Whenever he gets doubled, his ability to make plays out of double team is going to be key today. And he did a great job reading the double team and delivering the right pass.
Ross to Edwards, missed the short one. LMU is off to a 5 of 7 shooting start, 5 for 5 inside the arc. Eli Scott goes to work and scores.
I'm really surprised that the double team didn't come, that he was able to get that shot off one-on-one coverage. I would expect them to make an adjustment and start to double him when he catches the ball in the post.
All 12 points for LMU in the paint. High percentage looks for Mike Dunlap's team. Kameron Edwards to Kessler Edwards.
Very deliberate offense, as you see. And it's working right now.
Johansson pitch back to Alipiev. And Johansson looking back for Alipiev, threw it away. And here's Edwards to finish.
Nice transition dunk over the top. That's the way that Pepperdine wants to play. They want to get up and down. They want to get a fast-paced game going. Right now, the pace is favoring LMU.
Chavez the transition opportunity.
He's got to finish that one. That would have been another assist for Ross. You see Ross being the great point guard that he is, looking ahead in transition. Chavez should have finished that one.
Collision on the baseline. Dorshin, Altman,
step up. Right now, you're seeing PEPP doing a very good job at the start of this game with that opportunity. Substitutions you see in the game. Ivanovic off the bench.
Shot clock expires, but that's not a horrible possession for LMU. They don't get up a good shot, but they use the 30 seconds, and it's not a live ball turnover.
Yeah, they didn't want that, but like you said, you know, Pepperdine has to take the ball out of bounds, and they don't get transition.
And we welcome you to Los Angeles after that thrilling game on the Hilltop as Gonzaga stays unbeaten in conference play. They go to 9-0, a game effort for the Dons today. So far here at LMU, it's been the Lions in tight. We're with former Joaquin Jones, Dave Freakman. Field goal attempts all go in, but they've turned it over on their last 2 attempts.
Yeah, you can't against a Pepperdine team that wants to get up and down. Live turnovers kill you. They don't want that, as we said right there.
Ivanovic lost it. Edwards right to the rim.
Live turnover. Pepperdine goes and converts. You don't want, as a coach, you can't have that.
6 points for Edwards as he approaches 1,200 in his career. Jordan Bell gets the pocket pass. One more for Eli Scott.
This is a very talented passing basketball team. LMU's doing a great job sharing the ball. Very unselfish team, and they do a really, really good job passing the ball. I'm very impressed with that.
Colby Ross. Edwards. LMU's done a great job of only giving up one shot on each Pepperdine trip.
They're going to have to continue to do so to keep this game in their favor. They continue to be very deliberate offensively.
Zivanovic cross court.
He's doing a very, very good job to not have been a starter the last couple games. Does a great job, like I mentioned before, spreading the floor because of his ability to shoot the ball. He's doing his job today.
Ross, the leaner. Ball was on the baseline. It's going to go to LMU. What does Pepperdine need to do to get to the free throw line? That's such a huge part of their offense.
Well, they just have to continue to be aggressive more than anything. You see Kobe get in the lane. He's being aggressive. You know, he'll make that shot more times than he'll miss it because he's so talented. They just have to continue to stay aggressive. That's all.
Pepperdine won the first meeting between these teams 75-67. Pepperdine knocked home 11 threes. They shot 24 free throws in the game, and they have not gotten to the stripe in the opening 10 minutes today.
Yeah, they're kind of out of sorts right now, you know. But like I said before, as long as they stay aggressive, they're probably the more athletic team. Really, really good ball handlers, guys that can drive and finish at the rim. They just have to stay aggressive.
Jordan Bell's going to work his way to the free throw line.
And LMU's going to continue to milk the clock. They're going to continue to make Pepperdine guard for long stints and then look for a breakdown to look to score.
Secondary defender Keith Smith with that foul from behind. Smith is a sight for sore eyes with Pepperdine. He's missed a lot of time, and great to have him back in the lineup.
Yeah, he's a guy that transferred from Oregon. And an interesting fact, Keith Smith Sr., his father played here at LMU and was drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks, big-time scorer. I was actually a ball boy right after his era. It was him and a guy by the name of Forrest McKenzie were two big-time players here at LMU when Paul Westhead first took over the program.
Keith Smith is a Hall of Famer at LMU.
Big-time scorer. Big-time scorer.
Kameron Edwards going to be a charge.
LMU is doing a very, very good job defensively. They're limiting Pepperdine to one shot. Right there, you see the hustle play, step in and take the charge. You know, it's not easy to play offense and be this deliberate for most players, and so the discipline that the LMU players have is very commendable.
Pepe and one.
Pepe's having a game today.
2 fouls on Keith Smith, but Pepe is a big story in the early going. He's got 9.
I don't know what his career high is right now, but he's going to have a shot at getting it tonight.
His career high is 24. It came against Portland.
Yeah, he's doing a great job right now.
That was his breakout game a week and a half ago. 24 points, 8 rebounds on 9 of 10 shooting against Portland, and he's kind of duplicated the start of that game here. Chavez checked by Johansson.
LMU's doing a great job defensively. Great job.
Cedric Altman rattled it in and out. He's made only 6 threes all season.
Yeah, that's not his strong suit. He's more of a driver. Coach Wilmar talked about him yesterday.
What vision for the wide open man. What a terrific pass by Johansson.
And that's what LMU will do. If they can get a great shot early in the shot clock, they'll take it. That was a great pass, great finish by LePepper.
An 11-0 run for the Lions to open up the 13-point edge. Chavez will shoot 2.
The call, doing a great job. Sometimes just that little switch makes a world of difference.
He's got those 2 early fouls. Does Mike Dunlap wait until the second half, or do you think about bringing him back sooner?
Well, if they can keep this lead, he'll wait until the second half, because typically your bigs foul more than your guards, and so he's going to let him sit and hope that he has the kind of half that he has in the second half. But right now, as long as they can maintain this lead, he won't feel any pressure to bring him back right now.
Jordan Bell assumes that spot in the deep post. Spin back and fire.
You know, right there, I'm very surprised that Pepperdine is not doubling the post. You know, you've seen Eli Scott score in the post. You've seen LePepe score. I'm surprised they're not doubling the post.
Dortch picks up his first.
Now, if you're Mike Dunlap, you're very happy with what's going on here. Right there, they were able to penetrate the paint and finally get to the free throw line. But, you know, he can't be. He should be very proud of what his team is doing at this point. They're limiting Pepperdine to 1 shot. They've only got 1 offensive rebound so far, and they've been out in transition a couple times off turnovers. But for the most part, they're limiting them to 1 shot, and they're doing their job on offense, making Pepperdine defend for long stretches of time.
Dunlap told us that after the team's loss at Pacific on Thursday, it's human nature to get down and be upset, but the team really regrouped and bought into today's game plan.
Yeah, and he said that, you know, his coaching staff and himself, they had to do, you know, kind of initiate that goodwill and those good feelings about what they're building here. And, you know, you can see it right now because they're playing spirited basketball.
Eli Scott gets double teamed. The turnaround from Alipiev.
Now, right there, you saw that Pepperdine made the adjustment. They went ahead and doubled, but Eli Scott is very, very good out of the double team. He was able to get a good pass that led to a good shot for the Lions.
So how do you adjust if you know the big guy is such a good passer?
Well, you gotta pick your poison. You can't just let him go one-on-one.
Kessler Edwards.
So with Eli Scott, you gotta pick your poison. If you go one-on-one, chances are he's gonna score. I'll take my chances with him having to make a play out of the double team, like right there. Right here, you see Eli Scott get doubled, and like I said before, I'm very, very impressed with LMU's ability to pass the ball and willingness to pass the ball at all 5 positions.
A 15-point edge for LMU. Pepperdine has come back from a lot of deficits this year. They've come back from 4 games when trailing by 5 points or more in the final minutes, but they have not overcome a deficit of more than 13 all season. Shot clock expiring, and Bell unable to hit from the elbow. Looking to extend the lead, Eli Scott, and he's going to shoot 2.
Funny to me how the ball always seems to just fall into really, really good players' hands. It's just Eli Scott. He's just always in the right place at the right time. Right there, you know, he attacks the rim. He knows that he has an advantage in transition. You know, the bonus is he gets to attack Kobe Ross, who they need Kobe to get in foul trouble to help them win this game.
Eli Scott putting together one of those type of games that he's so well known for. He can beat you in so many different ways. It's not just scoring.
He's a stat stuffer. You know, I asked him before the game, I said, who do you pattern your game after? And surprisingly, right there, you see him miss that shot right there.
I thought you were going to say he patterns his game after you.
I want to say that for this team, he's kind of a LeBron James type.
LMU. Victor Obioha.
But when I asked him that question, I was surprised to hear him say that he patterned his game after Draymond Green. But he feels like, he's an undersized guy. He has the same kind of build, toughness.
You could do a lot worse.
Draymond's not having a great year this year, but I can see what he's talking about. He is multifaceted.
Draymond's rings would tell you that he's having a pretty good career. Eli Scott. Is that the shot they want?
That's not the shot that they want, but Coach Dunlap talked about it. He said he'll give them 1 to 2 shots that they're 1 to 2 shots that they're probably not supposed to take. He'll give them 1 to 2 a game, and so I think for Eli Scott that was one of those shots.
Foul is the second on Alipiev, so now 2 on Leah Pepe and 2 on Alipiev. Pepperdine has not made a 3 in the game.
And that wasn't a good look. Contested, led to an air ball, which leads to transition for LMU.
On the year, Pepperdine hits more than 8 triples a game, and in the first meeting, they really won the game at the three-point line, going 11 to 23.
Well, anytime you're hitting three-point shots and you get double figures in makes, it's hard to beat a team that's going to hit more than 10 threes in a particular game.
Cedric Altman now has a couple of fouls for Pepperdine.
Well, you're starting to see fatigue kick in. With fatigue comes fouls. You're starting to see that right now.
Zivanovic called for the foul, his second. That's 16 fouls on LMU. Pepperdine is the best free throw shooting team in the country, but they've only shot 4 free throws today.
Yeah, Pepperdine needs to continue to be aggressive. Right there, you see a high ball screen for Kobe Ross. I would expect to see more of that moving forward, just to get him in the paint and let him make decisions, because he's very good at doing that.
Ross has only 2 shot attempts in the game. He's got 2 points, a couple of rebounds, and 1 assist. Ross averages 20 points a game. He leads the country in assists. He gets that one back. And they turn it over. Turnover number 5 on the Waves.
And then you see LMU, they come down and they deliberately run offense. That's what's winning them the game right now. Their patience and their discipline offensively.
First on Eli Scott, Bo Kimball, and Forrest McKenzie, and Lowry, and Ireland, and none of them have ever put together a triple-double.
Yeah, that's what makes that most impressive for me, especially considering all the points that era of guys scored, and no one was able to do that.
Apparently, you didn't pass well enough, because your junior year, you averaged almost 20 points and 8 boards a game.
I was trying to score, trying to give us the best chance to win, and at that time, Coach Olive, who's my coach at the time, he needed me to score, and so that's what I did.
You had 10 career double-doubles, but no triple-doubles.
No triple-doubles.
You have a triple-double in high school?
No.
Just didn't like to pass.
Well, it's very difficult to get a triple-double, obviously. And, you got to be a willing passer. And sometimes, you know, on kickouts, guys got to hit shots. Everything, you know, it's not just that player, you know, creating a triple-double. It's the guys around you that help you create that triple-double as well. Guys have to finish when you pass the ball on kickouts. Shooters have to shoot and make shots. And so it's not just the player that's making that triple-double. It's his teammates as well.
It helps that LMU has a very team-oriented squad. They're very willing passers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Edwards goes to work and scores off the window. Eight for Kameron Edwards, while Kessler. Edwards has been limited to 2 points on 0 of 3 shooting.
Well, there you see Scott catching the post. The double team didn't come, so he just simply kicked it back out.
LMU has 3 turnovers in the last couple minutes. Eli Scott puts up a difficult shot, and Pepperdine on a 6-0 run. It's really started on the defensive end.
It is, and it always starts on the defensive end. The defense, great defense leads to transition and easy offense. It always starts, you know, with defense.
7 turnovers for the Lions, and now Pepperdine can cut this down. Edwards knocks it home in front of the LMU bench. Kessler Edwards is a 44% three-point shooter, 5th best in the WCC.
And he's been shooting the ball very, very well as of late. In LMU's walkthrough today, they talked about it, and they're cognizant that he's shooting the ball very, very well. Surprised to see
play
him.
9 of his last 17 from outside the arc. Johansson.
And that's what I'm talking about when I say that guys have to do their part. You know, he caught it in the post. Scott caught it in the post. Johansson gets to the corner. He kicks out. He hits the 3. There's an assist.
Colby Ross setting up and knocking it home is Daryl Polk. In wins for Pepperdine this year, Polk has shot 52% on 3s. In losses, under 25%.
It's very important to this team. Anytime you can have a guy come off the bench that can give you some offense.
Pepperdine has dealt with some injuries, so they don't have great depth, and you do need guys like Polk to give you something off the pile. Lipiev.
Here you see Pepperdine trying to get out in transition, pushing the issue a little bit. Game kind of going at their pace more as of late.
Ross pitches. Second chance for Edwards. Again, Colby Ross opening up guys. He can't make the shot also.
Yeah.
LMU only 6-5 this year when leading at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, halftime scores, you know, it's momentum. Like right now, you know, Pepperdine has great momentum going into the locker room, as you said before. And, you know, it's just all about momentum. So right here, LMU has a chance to make a feel-good play as they enter the locker room. Going to take it down to the last shot.
Eli Scott has to force it, and he's going to get to the free throw line with less than a second to go.
And that's what they wanted, you know, to get the last shot, get a bucket, or at least get to the foul line. And that's exactly what they got right there.
Scott's a 64% free throw shooter, 1 for 2 today. LMU led by as many as 16.
You expect runs, especially in rivalry games. You know, I'm not surprised that Pepperdine was able to cut the lead. But Coach Dunlap has to be very, very happy with how his team is playing at this point.
Ears PEPP with the big first half as LMU has the advantage 20 minutes in. What do you expect for LMU in the second half?
I expect them to do much of the same that they did in the first half, to continue to use clock in a half-court set and look for a great shot late. Try to keep Pepperdine out of transition because that's where they're really, really strong. And so they're going to just try to do the same things that they did in the first half.
Colby Ross limited to only 2 points in the first half. He averages 20 a game. What does Pepperdine do to get him involved?
I think they send a high ball screen.
How about an alley-oop to Chavez?
That's a nice play. I think that what Coach Romar will do, what we'll see him do, is set a high ball screen for Ross. Started to see that at the end of the first half, and I think he'll continue to do that to try to free him up and let him look to score as well as set up his teammates.
Big third foul on Kelly PEPP, the leading scorer for LMU.
He sat quite a bit when he picked up his second foul. He probably needs a little bit of time to kind of get back into his rhythm, but he had a magnificent first half with 12 points. Let's see if he can continue to play at that high rate.
Are you surprised that Mike Dunlap is going to leave him in with 3 early in the second half?
I'm not, just because he picked up the foul early in 3. He still has 2 to give. I think he played so well in the first half. He has to have him out there at this point.
Eli Scott operates that offense from the post, kicks out Johansson. Second chance for Alipiev.
Well, right there, even after the make, you see Pepperdine push the ball after the make with the sideline break, looking to attack the rim. They have to speed up this game in order to get back into it and try to gain a lead.
They called that a non-shooting foul, so baseline under for Pepperdine.
Now, it's interesting. LMU has been playing the out-of-bounds plays in the zone, and Coach Dunlap made the adjustment today that they will play all the under out-of-bounds plays man-to-man.
We see a lot of teams play zone on those, as Altman tees one up. Why do teams go zone on out-of-bounds unders?
Because it allows you to protect the rim. The main thing that you want on out-of-bounds plays, you don't want anybody to get a good look at the rim. It clogs up the paint when you're in the zone. It makes other teams look to attack you on the perimeter.
LMU in the early going got cooking inside of 10 on the shot clock. They'll shoot it with 10, and unable to hit is Devontae Williams.
You see Pepperdine, they made a mistake right there. They got a moving screen, but they're looking to speed up the pace. They know that the only way that they're going to be able to get back into this game is they have to speed up the pace.
Called Ross on that illegal screen after he passed the ball. He didn't stop and set himself. An unforced turnover on LMU, their 9th of the game and 2nd in the second half.
Miscommunication. And they can't afford to turn that over, but at least it wasn't a live turnover that put Pepperdine in transition. So they to a certain degree, they'll live with that one.
Ross to Edwards.
Now you see out of the locker room, as I said before, you just see Pepperdine look to attack earlier in the shot clock. They know that they need to speed this game up and take over the pace, because right now, at this point, LMU has dominated pace.
Kameron Edwards now has 10 in the double figures for a 20th time this year. And what that really means is he's been healthy to be on the court all year long.
That helps.
The jump hook with the shot clock expiring wouldn't fall for Alipiev, but a second chance will.
Now, that right there tells me that this is a very unselfish team. PEPP could have powered up that and got a layup for himself. The fact that he dished that off, it just tells you that this is a very, very unselfish team. Very, very good passing team as well.
Alipiev now into double figures with 10. PEPP's got a dozen, so 22 points from those bigs, and Scott's got 9, almost all of their points in the paint, and they make a play defensively. The offensive foul on Kameron Edwards.
That's a big time. That's a big time slide, and he took that one in the chest. Physical, very physical young man.
Here's the second chance bucket.
Very unselfish play right there by PEPP.
Walked before he made the move.
Yeah, he got a little anxious right there.
If you're an LMU fan, you have to think the future is very, very bright for this freshman from Melbourne, Australia.
I like his game. I like his ability to stretch the floor. He's physical. He seems to have a really, really nice feel for the game.
Ross rattled it out, but Pepperdine gets a second opportunity. Chavez. I think it's going to be on Kameron Edwards, and if it is, no, it's going to be on Kessler Edwards, and it's his third. Little full court pressure here from Pepperdine.
Again, another way of trying to speed up the pace. LMU's not going to fall into that trap. They're going to use shot clock. They've got a comfortable lead right now. They know that using shot clock is what got them the lead.
LMU led by 16 with just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. And that's going to be turnover.
You know, it just feels good to be back in a place where you had so much fun and had so many fond memories. And so, you know, it's just nostalgia at this point.
You'd have to say they've done a heck of a job with this building. It looks great.
It looks awesome. It looks absolutely awesome. I don't think I've ever been in a building that one side was one color and the other side was a completely different color. And I really like what they've done.
Deep post-up position for Edwards, and Ross kind of forced it in there, and they get the foul. If you're Pepperdine, Colby Ross, your best player, has only 3 shot attempts.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be tough for them to win this game if Colby Ross is not more aggressive in trying to get to the paint to create opportunities for himself and his teammates.
That foul was the 4th on PEPP, and Kameron Edwards dunks with PEPP sitting on the bench.
And that was a great feed. You know, Colby Ross came off of the dribble handoff and found him. And, you know, that's his contribution. That's what makes him good.
Ross has 4 assists today. 584 in his career. That is the most among any junior in the country. More than 50 more than any other junior in the NCAA.
And that's why in the open I said he could play for anybody in the country. You know, everybody wants a point guard that has that kind of IQ and that kind of feel where they can take care of their teammates the way that he does. Edwards.
At shoot-around yesterday for Pepperdine, they talked about LMU trying to keep your team on one side of the floor. They wanted Ross to go right, but he passed back to the left.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to play more at their pace at this point, being more aggressive. And that's what they have to do in order to get out of here with a win.
And the steal by Chavez.
You can see by just Pepperdine's energy and overall, you know, athleticism. They're using the athleticism now. They're playing the passing lanes, leading the transition. You know, you could see that Coach Romar really got after them at halftime and told them that they had to pick up their energy and pick up this pace for them to be able to get a win out of this place.
Skylar Chavez, part of a very, very basketball-oriented family. Both of his brothers played college basketball. Neil at Alaska Anchorage and Lucas at St. Martin's, where they went to the Division II Sweet 16 last year. Both of his father and his uncle, terrific players, and he has Pepperdine within a pair. Yeah,
now you see that LMU just doesn't look like they're in the same comfort zone that they were in.
Dortch has to force.
Yeah, you see they're not in the same comfort zone that they were in the first half.
Pocket pass, Edwards ties the game. 9 points for Kessler Edwards, and it is an 8-0 run for the Waves.
That's what these rivalry games are all about. Excitement.
That's the 6th second-half turnover for LMU. 7 shot attempts and 6 giveaways.
And it's all because of Pepperdine's energy on defense. They're crawling up in these guys, and so now they're starting to have to make plays under duress, under pressure, and they're turning the ball over at a very high rate in the second half.
What do you do if you're Mike Dunlap? Where do you go on offense?
Well, you got to continue to go through Eli Scott because that's what's gotten him here at this point, and that's what he'll continue to do.
Jordan Bell. When do you consider going back to Leia Pepe with the 4 fouls?
Well, he's probably not going to see the floor until at least 6 minutes left in the game because you want him out there at the end because he's playing so well.
It was 37-29 when he checked out with 15:30 to go. And obviously now Pepperdine has tied the game. Jordan Bell is a 73% free throw shooter. Transfer from Northwestern State in Louisiana. Went to Inglewood High School where he averaged 20 points a game. Second team All-California.
Inglewood, my old stomping grounds. You talked about Leia Pepe, and you know they're going to need him in the game at the end, so he's going to be sitting for a while. But he's been very, very good outside of fouling. He's been very good up to this point.
And he's been in foul trouble a lot. This is the 11th game this season. He has 4 fouls.
And that's what freshmen do. You know, he's anxious. He wants to be aggressive. He wants to help. And you know, freshmen make mistakes like that. They give the foul trouble routinely.
Pepperdine has not led since 4-2. Edwards. The outlet to Eli Scott.
Oh, I didn't know Eli could get up like that. That is a great play. They needed that play to get some momentum because all the momentum has been Pepperdine's in the second half. They needed that dunk to get some momentum.
Ohia Obioha and one.
Beautiful pass by Ross. I got up on that one. I like that.
Third Lion into double figures. Ohia Obioha to the stripe. Remember, Pepperdine leads the country in free throw shooting, but Ohia Obioha is only 69%. Pepperdine today is 8 of 12 at the line.
Well, Coach Dunlap goes with Leia Pepe with 12 minutes to go in the game. Feels like he really needs him out there.
You have to balance if he's sitting and the other team's going on a run, how long do you keep him out with the 4 fouls?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, how he guards defensively. If I'm Pepperdine, I'm going at him knowing that he has that 4th foul.
Can you play his zone or do something to protect him?
That's not really their bread and butter, and they've done such a great job at this point in man.
Tied up, under 12 to go. Good rivalry game. Zone look from LMU.
It's a good change. Coach Dunlap knows that whatever Coach Romar was writing up was probably against a man.
maybe you keep PEPP out of a 5th foul as well, and they force the turnover.
Yes. It was a very, very good call by Coach Dunlap.
Dortch didn't get enough on that for Johansson, leaking up ahead Edwards, and he's going to get to the line and give Pepperdine a chance to take their first lead since very early in the game.
And it's all caused by another turnover that leads to transition, and you can't have that.
How do you like playing with a point guard that can throw a 65-foot pass?
I played with a guy by the name of Jimmy Williamson, and I credit him to a ton of my scoring. As a big, he really did a great job of taking care of me, and it's a pleasure to play with a point guard that's willing to pass the ball, because all of them aren't great passers.
First Pepperdine lead since the opening 3 minutes. Edwards now with 16. You scored 1,076 points. 30th in LMU history. James Bateman just passed you last year. How many of those are you giving credit to your point guard for?
My point guard really took care of me. Jimmy Williamson really took care of me.
That could have been a foul for that elbow on PEPP. Scott with the shot clock at 5. Blocked by Kessler Edwards.
Really good defense by Pepperdine. Great help defense.
Ross foul.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that they didn't go to the monitor and look at that elbow by PEPP. I know that every year that's an emphasis.
Let's take a look at that play.
Right there, you just see Kobe knows that he has to pick it up and that he has to be more aggressive for Pepperdine to be successful today. And he's doing just that. He's sacrificing his body.
What are the odds of Ross missing the free throw? He's an 87% free throw shooter, #1 in the league, and he had made 23 in a row.
Yeah, he's not he's not having a great night right now.
2 points on 1 of 3 shooting, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists for Ross. Eli Scott. What does it say about Pepperdine that with your star not having a good game, that you've got the lead?
Well, they're a talented team. They're not just Kobe. They got some talented guys. The Edward brothers are very talented. Skylar Chavez can really shoot the ball, and he's talented. And so, they got other guys that are picking it up, and defensively, they're doing a great job in this second half.
We talked at the beginning of the game about the styles and the tempo of the game. This is an LMU sort of score.
It's an LMU score, but Pepperdine is getting it into the type of pace that they want. And that's, the score shows that they're starting to play the way that they want to play.
Ross will play off the ball here with Terrell Polk running the point.
Yeah, I like Polk and Ross in the game together. It gives you two guys that can really pass the ball, to take care of the ball, and it allows for Ross to be more aggressive as a scorer.
Edwards with the shot clock under 5. Altman couldn't get it to go, and now LMU looks to retake the lead.
Main thing for LMU is just taking care of the basketball. They can do what they did the first half, run offense, use some clock, but the main thing is get a good shot and not turn the ball over.
Where do you want the shot from?
Well, ideally that's a high percentage shot right there for Jordan Bell. The double team didn't come. He got deep position.
And a warning for flopping.
You take that shot, but what's been working for LMU has been going through Eli Scott.
Pepperdine wanted a charge. The official saying it was a flop. Second such flop would be a one-shot technical foul.
I like that rule. I like that change. You know, it got to the point where it's just ridiculous how much guys flopped.
Edwards.
That is a great hustle play by Jordan Bell. Tremendous hustle play. And you know, he loves it.
Kessler Edwards with a shot clock at 1.
Lorenzo Romar couldn't ask for a better shot. Cleared out for Kessler and got a bucket with 4 seconds left. I'm actually surprised that Dunlap didn't go zone and force Pepperdine to shoot a long jumper.
Stefanovic. Only 27 points all season for Lazar Stefanovic, the freshman from Serbia. That's a big bucket.
That's a huge bucket, especially in a game like this.
On 4, Kessler Edwards to Colby Ross. It's getting a little chippy.
It is, and that's to be expected. Anytime you're playing a rivalry game in front of a nice crowd, you know, you expect it to get physical.
Eli Scott begging for a whistle.
Yeah, Coach Dunlap, he talked about it after shoot around. You know, Eli can't get too emotional in plays like that.
And now a three-point try for Cedric Altman. You have any of those 50-point games?
No, I never had a 50-point game. I agree with you. You know, and sometimes it's just about your role. What is it that the team needs? Pepperdine has a bunch of great scores, and I just think that for Altman, you know, he brings something on the defensive end that they really need.
That's 6 team fouls, so every foul the rest of the way will be shots. Both teams now in the bonus.
Be very interesting to see what gonna say what LMU decides to do, who they're gonna go to in this play. They end up turning it over again, and that's been their Achilles heel in this game. They would have the lead right now if they weren't turning the ball over at such a high rate right now in the second half.
10 second half turnovers and 17 in the contest for the Lions.
And then right here, you see zone again.
Edwards. 14 for Kessler Edwards, and he and his brother have combined for 31. I talked yesterday to Kameron Edwards, and he said he never expected to play college basketball with his brother, but he has loved his time with him. That's offensive interference.
And again, that is Leo Pepe being aggressive. You know, he's young, but I really like his future here at LMU. He's tough. He's active. He's one of those guys that in this conference, undersized bigs are, you know, this is what you expect.
Colby Ross has only 1 field goal. Pepperdine's a leading scorer. Averages just under 20 a game. Ross sets up Kessler Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Altman dump inside. Kameron Edwards.
Big time play. Great pass by Altman. You know, and you talk about, you know, Colby Ross, and he's obviously the focal point for Pepperdine, but at the same time, you don't see him jacking shots. You don't see him forcing bad shots. He's still looking to set his... I would expect to see that right now. You know, try to figure out and see if they're going to double the post. If they double the post, then it's obviously going to be a kick out, hopefully to a good shot.
Pepe has not scored in the second half after having a dozen in the opening 20. Here he is in the baseline, guarded by the smaller Ross. Stefanovic nowhere close, but a second chance for Lea Pepe. Stefanovic has made 1 3 the entire season.
He's more of a driver. You know, it was a good kick out, but he probably should have attacked the closeout.
Edwards.
Kessler's been shooting the ball well as of late, and LMU talked about that. They addressed that in their shoot-around earlier today, that they really got to keep an eye on him and not let him get open looks. And he's made them pay a couple times.
He's 11 of 20 on threes over the last 5 games.
And this is what you expect. Post up for Scott. He makes a decision to kick out or look to score.
PEPP. That's a big one.
That's huge. He's keeping them in this game. And, you know, Coach Dunlap made the right decision to bring him in the game with 12 minutes left because he's playing really, really well.
He's got 17 points on 7 of 8 shooting. Now 4 fouls on Kelly PEPP. He's played with 4 for almost the entire second half. 3 on Scott and Savanovic of LMU. 3 on Altman for Pepperdine. Ross is one of the best free throw shooters in the country, 87%. 5th in the NCAA, tops in the WCC, and he shoots a ton of free throws. 6th in the nation with 142 free throws attempted.
Yeah, even though he's not scoring a lot of points, he's still controlling this game. He's still doing a great job running the team. He's finding other ways besides scoring to help his team. If I'm Mike Dunlap, I'm going back to PEPP on the post-up.
PEPP to Scott.
And that's the dilemma that Pepperdine has. If you don't send a double team on Scott, he's going to score majority of the time, especially when he has deep position like that.
Nice backdoor to Edwards from the short corner. That's 21 for Kameron Edwards. More than 20 points for a 10th time this year.
Yeah, and you see both teams are just trading baskets because now fatigue is starting to set in. You know, 4 minutes left in the game. Guys don't have as much energy and effort on defense.
Colby Ross off to the races.
And PEPP made the right decision not to foul him. It's more important for him to be out on the court right now to help his team. He's playing so well.
The deficit is 8 for LMU, a game that they led by 16 late in the first half. Jordan Bell couldn't get it to go. It's going to stay with the Lions.
Big time block.
Pepperdine has made their last coffee backed by 150 years of coffee roasting expertise. Belt.
That's a tough one. Bell has to finish that one at the rim. He's athletic enough, long enough. He has to finish that. They really needed that bucket.
It's been a story of 2 different halves.
It has, and you know, the momentum has completely shifted in Pepperdine's favor. And like I said before, it's just their energy out of the locker room. They picked up their energy. They kind of were a little bit lethargic in the first half.
Poke the pull-up. Eli Scott moving downhill. He's going to get to the line.
Yeah, he's so good in transition at reading the defense, taking what the defense gives him, at the same time being aggressive and taking his time.
When we talked to Lorenzo Romar yesterday, his team's 11-11, 4-4 in the WCC. We asked him, what will it take for this team to make a run like they did in last year's WCC tournament? Are you seeing those ingredients to put something together?
I do, because, you know, the fact that Cam Edwards is playing the way that he's playing today and basically not carrying the team, but playing the best of the Pepperdine players, and Ross not having a game that where he's losing his mind and they're still winning like this. You know, I think he has to feel really good about the momentum that his team is going to have moving forward.
Romar took over a program that won only 6 games. He won 16 last year, and Eli Scott keeping the Lions in this.
He's a tough kid. You know, you can't, as a basketball coach, as a fan, you know, you got to applaud this kid because, you know, he's unselfish. He's tough. He has all the ingredients.
18 for Eli Scott. He's 6 of 8 at the line.
I mean, the more you watch him play, you see the Draymond Green comparisons that he wanted to make for himself, and you know, he's just a all-around really good basketball player. You know, he's not limited to anything.
Scott with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. He's taken 9 free throws today. 32nd in the country, over 130 attempts, and now some full-court pressure.
Yeah, and what's interesting about Scott's free throws, he's at 130, coming into the game, 130 attempts. The next closest to him on the LMU roster was 43 attempts. So that just speaks to how much the ball is in his hands.
An NBA range 3 for Ross, but Edwards gets the rebound and throws it away. Chance to cut this to a one-possession game. Offensive foul on Eli Scott.
Yeah, you know, I spoke on how he took his time and really just took what the defense gave him earlier in the game and other plays, and right here he just he rushed it on that one. He should have been a little bit more patient.
How do you balance taking time off the clock and trying to get a good look?
Yeah, you know, it's tough because you don't want your guys to lose their aggressiveness. You know, you don't want to look at that clock too much and think that you got to run out the clock, and then, you know, you take away the guy's aggressiveness to score.
Ross the floater. Edwards second chance. LMU has only 1 timeout remaining.
You see Scott waiting on the double team.
Nice post-to-post pass. It's a one-possession game as Jonathan Dos Anjos has his first basket today.
And you saw the extra pass. You know, 2 very unselfish teams.
Lorenzo Romar is going to call one of his 2 stops. Ross, the all-conference guard, against the zone.
Not surprised.
Kessler Edwards.
Not surprised to see LMU come out in the 2-3 zone. Like I said before, Dunlap, he knew that Coach Romar was drawing up something against the man.
Jordan Bell driving. Shot clock at 10. Score the bucket for Dos Anjos. So they'll call it on the floor, no basket, but shots coming with an opportunity to tie the game. %52 this year for the freshman from Brazil. One-and-one situation.
Clutch free throw right there. Can tie it up with this one.
Dos Anjos picked LMU over Seton Hall, VCU, and College of Charleston. Has made 15 free throws this season. Number 16 can tie the game and does. Where do you go if you're Pepperdine?
I'm going to Kobe Ross. Letting him make a play. He's got Dos Anjos on him. I'm not so sure they do anything but let him go one-on-one. I wouldn't even send a ball screen. I just let him go one-on-one.
Ross for the win.
Is and it's a very exciting game. The crowd's involved.
173rd meeting. Pepperdine with a 103-69 all-time edge, but LMU has won the last 4 here at home. Where do you go with it?
Eli Scott.
Scott's got 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. He rolls it inside to Jordan Bell. Torch.
Now that could have been a flop right there. And Edwards.
We saw a flopping warning to Pepperdine in the second half. Edwards. Spin back and fire. 23 for Kameron Edwards.
Yeah, he's feeling it today. That's a great shot. The other team didn't come, 1-on-1 coverage. Nice pull-up.
Pepperdine has 3 players on the court that have played 37 minutes or more. Leah Pepe.
That's a good look for him. He's hit 2 today. You got to take that.
He's a 42% three-point shooter, and he's got 17 this afternoon.
1 rebound away from a double-double, 9 rebounds.
Edwards.
Yeah, they're going to have to send a double team for Edwards. He's too tough to guard one-on-one, especially at the mid-post. He's too talented, too athletic, too physical. They're going to have to send a double.
I asked him yesterday, are you nervous about your career coming down the stretch? And he said, a little bit, but I'm just trying to have fun. He's having a lot of fun today.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what senior year is all about. I can relate, even though it was 100 years ago, I can relate to what he's talking about.
LMU turnover number 20.
You know, college, when you're playing college basketball, it's the best time of your life, and you know it. And so I can 100% relate to what he's saying.
Edwards has had a lot of injury difficulty, but he plays the game with such great passion. He's always smiling. He dives on loose balls. He's kind of the epitome of what you want.
Yeah, I mean, you want guys like that, guys that, you know, he's a horse. You know, you look at his body. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the weight room, and, you know, he takes care of his body. He's physical.
Pursuing a master's in legal studies. This is the first free throw, 77% free throw shooter. He's one of 30 seniors in the country that is a finalist for the Senior Class Award. Has a degree in organizational communications.
Yeah, 11 for 16 from the field. You can't beat that. He's having a spectacular night. Spectacular day.
26 points, or 1 shy of his career high. Eli Scott.
Pepperdine, they worked on that yesterday in their practice. The rotations out of double teams when Scott catches the ball in the post.
Foul is going to go against LMU on Dortch. It's his 4th.
This is a man you do not want to send to the line late in the game. You do not want to send Kobe Ross to the free throw line.
87% this year. Has taken 142 free throws this season. Entering play today, he's 2 for 3 this afternoon.
That's his 2nd miss, surprisingly.
He's going to be, when it's all said and done, the all-time leading scorer, passer, and three-point shooter, and free throw shooter in Pepperdine history. It's been a while since we saw Ivan Alipiev, but he provided some real offense for LMU in the first half.
He did. Played well.
Alipiev is going to run a point forward here. He's got 10 points today. Has played only 19 minutes.
You see LMU right there on a flex cut. Dos Anjos get a nice post up.
LMU trailed 61-53 with 2.5 minutes to go. Scored the final 8 of regulation to force overtime. So this is not an uncomfortable situation. Dos Anjos 52% at the line, 2 for 2 today.
LMU getting a boost from their freshman. Dos Anjos has come in and played well as PEPP.
Little full court pressure here from Mike Dunlap's team. Double team on Chavez. Edwards to Edwards. Nice pocket pass by Kessler Edwards. It was sort of a dangerous post feed by Ross.
It was, but Kessler is so athletic. He knew he'd be able to go up and catch that. And then for him to come down and make the pass to his brother, be unselfish.
27 points, ties a career high, and now puts Kameron Edwards at 1,200 points in his Pepperdine career. This is his 94th career game with the Waves. One of 2. Where are you going if you're LMU?
I think I'd give PEPP a look. You know, I think I'd run something for him to get a look off the post.
Shot clock inside at 10. Eli Scott double teamed. 2 timeouts left for both teams, and Mike Dunlap is going to use one.
They're too talented between the Edwards brothers and Kobe Ross.
Eli Scott off the inbound, a chance for 3.
Big time offensive play.
LMU played in postseason last year. After losing to Pepperdine in the conference tournament, they went on to the CBI, beat Cal Baptist and Brown before falling to South Florida in the semifinals. Scott missed the free throw. But again, a 1-possession game, approaching a minute to go in the first overtime.
Yeah, Pepperdine needs to get a good look right here. You would imagine they have to go to Kameron Edwards the way that he's been playing today.
The steal and the stuff by Dos Anjos.
Dos Anjos and PEPP have really provided great effort and production for LMU today. 2 freshmen.
Dos Anjos didn't play in the first 30 minutes of the game.
He's come off the bench and really given them something.
Chavez to Kameron Edwards, who has a career high today, leans in, fires and misses, and now LMU has a chance to win the game. Mike Dunlap wants a timeout. That's the last timeout for LMU, but the defensive stop and the
ball's going right back to Eli Scott. He's inbounder, dribble handoff, right back to him.
Going to stay with LMU. No timeouts left for Mike Dunlap. He told us he doesn't like to draw up plays. This has to be something they've had in the program for quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, with 4 seconds to go, they don't have a lot of time.
Scott is the trigger man. Dos Anjos gives it up. Scott for the win!
Pepperdine wins at Thurston Pavilion for the first time in 5